Hey folks, CDH here. So this video I will walk you through the installation of Cloudera cluster using completely manual method. Okay. So in my previous video I use Cloudera Manager installer. Okay, so which is used for installing Cloudera Manager, but here I'm doing completely manual way. Okay, so this is almost similar to the one we do in production environment. Okay, so the first thing, again I have summarized the steps over here. So the first thing is I need to get the machines ready. Okay, so it can be a physical machine or virtual machine. So again, the virtual machine we have a lot of options. So I'm going to host my machines in cloud. So I'm taking around 4 instances, so 1 master and 3 data nodes. Then the next part we need to do is prerequisites. So we need to fulfill this. So disable firewall, then SC Linux disable, so VM happiness, then THP, and we need to make sure so we have enough disk space. So once all these prerequisites are done, so we can go ahead and create the local repositories. Okay, so I am going to use a web server. Okay, so which is nothing but HTTPD service here in my Linux. Then I have to download this Cloudera Manager softwares as well as the parcel software and host it inside my web server. Then I'll create a yum repo file and keep it under this location. Then I do the installation using yum install utility. Okay, so I need to install Cloudera Manager server on one machine, so where I'm going to install my Cloudera Manager server and all other machines, so including master. So I need to install this component, Cloudera Manager daemon, Oracle, JDK, then agents. So also once I done with this, so I need to go to each and every node and change the agent configuration file to point Cloudera Manager server. So I will show that in a moment. Then I need to add Java home location in master, so under this file. Then here I'm not using inbuilt database. Okay, so by default Cloudera Manager provides a database along with that as a Postgres. So but here I'm using my own database, so I'm using MySQL here. So I need to install the MySQL and MySQL connector jar file on the machine. Then create the user in MySQL, so that user can be used for configuring my database. So next we will set up this database using this command and then start the services. Then we will go at the installation using Cloudera Manager UI. So this is the step I am going to use. So here I am not using Cloudera Manager installer bin installation. So this is completely manual method, so that we can use in a production environment deployment, so where you may not have direct internet access. So in that case, so you need to download these packages separately and move it into your web server. Okay, so let me create some instance here. Okay, so running instance, or you can create the launch instance option here. Okay, then select community MIS. I'm selecting CentOS 6.5. so there are a lot of images, so make sure you always select 64-bit operating system. So I think I used this image for quite a long time and I'm comfortable with this, so I'm selecting this one. And here is the type of the machine, so what type of hardware you need. So you can choose again this based on your requirement. So M4 large or M4 X large, there are a lot of machines are available, so I'm choosing this one. Again, the price is depends on the configuration. So I'm selecting on average configuration like two processors and 8 GB RAM per machine. Okay. So then configure instance, then I'm adding 4 instances here, and the remaining things selecting as default, then add storage. But I'm going to add around 50 gig RAM. Okay, I mean, so this is the disk space, not the RAM, sorry. So I need to add some more extra space because this Cloudera installation require some additional storage. So by default it's coming with 15 gig RAM, I mean 15 gig disk space. So we need to increase that. Then add tags, then security group. So let me choose the security. I have already created some security groups, so selecting that. So Cloudera, so underscore cluster, this is the one which I created some time back and which allow traffic from all the network. Then review and launch. Okay, continue with the magnetic. Then this is the details. Then launch in the instance. Then choose an existing key pair. If you have an existing key pair, then you can choose that. Then done. So view instance. So you can see the newly created instance. So I'll just rename master -CDH. Then this is node 1 -CDH. This is node 2 -CDH. This is node 3 -CDH. So these are the the 4 instances which I created. Then this is the master one. So you will have to collect this public IP. Okay, then copy that. So open the putty. So under SSH authentication, we need to point that AWS private key PPK file. Then go to the session, then save this as master. Okay. Yes, fine. I'm able to log into the master. Perfect. Then similarly, I am just collecting the remaining IP also. So this is the node 1 IP. Then name it as node 1, and here also under authentication we need to point that private key file here. Okay, so this is how we connect to Amazon AWS. So but if you are connecting to some other instance or locally hosted machine, so no need to do these steps. So you can directly connect based on the authentication mechanism you are using. But here I use Amazon AWS. So let me get those machine details one by one. So node 3, this is the IP. Okay, so let me open this one by one. So root, then open, go to the save session. So node 1, so login as root, then node 2 also, node 3, okay. So now we will check the disk space and df-h. So around 7.1 gig space only available, but we need some more space. Okay, so I'm going to add a few more space on this hard disk, because we already added some extra space while creating the machine. So let's create that. So n for creating the primary partition, then 3 starting point, end point, and w. So that is the same step I need to do it across all the machine. So now we will have to reboot this machine. Okay. So let me reboot this one by one. And third one, do a reboot, and fourth one, do a reboot. So it takes some time. Okay, now all the machines are rebooted. Okay, so now if you check fdisk-l, and you can see there is a new hard disk. So my requirement is to increase this LVM size. So I'm going to create pv create and adding this. So vg display, just checking what is the vg name. See, this is my volume group, and this is not have any free space. So what I'm adding here is, so doing vg extend and adding this new disk to this. So do this across all the machines. Then okay, so I extended this vg. Now if you check vg display, around 42 gig is free space is there. Then I need to check what is the logical volume which I need to expand. So lv extend -l plus, so how much gig. So I'm just using 41 gig, adding, then resize this, resize to fs, do this. It takes some time depending on the size of the disk that we are added. So it takes some time, maybe a few minutes, not take much. So do the same step across all the machines. Okay, so this is done. Now if I check df items, you can see around 51 gig. This is good enough for us to proceed the installation. So do the same steps on other machines also. Okay, now I did these steps across all the nodes. Now we have all the machines with enough space under root. So now we will check the prerequisites. So I have written these prerequisites in a script, so you can directly execute this script from the terminal, so that it will add all the prerequisites needed for the installation. So I think I'm okay. So do it across all the nodes. So about the prerequisites and all, I think I have already explained in my previous videos. You can refer my all videos, so where I mentioned like, so how we are doing these prerequisites and what is the use of each and every thing in details. Okay, so here I am not going to explain those things in detail, so but I just wanted to show you. So these are the prerequisites we added, and again, so these things I added in as a script and executed in a single line. So now everything is done. That's it. So now I need to do a reboot. I think, yeah. So I need to do a reboot on the machines once this prerequisite is completed. Okay, so do it one by one. So then go to the, okay, on the one machine again, so we mark as master machine. So you need to install one more component, httpd. Okay, then httpd on, then do a reboot of this machine also. So now all machines are just rebooting. Okay, So start. Then master also. I think master is just started rebooting. Okay, so master also done. Okay, so let me check service HTTPD status. Yes, it is running. So my first requirement is to get these packages. Okay, so we'll go to the site archive.cloudera.com, then /cm5. Okay, so here you can see a lot of directories. So go to the repo as tarball, then get the latest version or whatever the version you need. Okay, so I'm selecting 5.12.0. so then so based on your operating system, so you need to select the package here. Okay, so if you are using CentOS 5 or RHEL 5 based installation, you can choose the CentOS 5. If you are using CentOS 6 or RHEL 6 based, then you can choose this package. Okay, again if it is CentOS or RHEL 7, this one. So based on your operating system, so Debian, SUSE Linux, everything, Ubuntu, there is separate packages available. Just download those packages. So I use master machine as my web server, then choose wget. Okay, so that command is not here, so let me install. So wget command is used for downloading something from internet. Okay, so yum is a utility in Unix which is used for especially RHEL Linux, so used for downloading the packages. So that is done. Then now I will get wget command and this link. This is the link which I copied from here. Just pressing right click. Sorry, it's a CentOS 6 one, right? So right click, copy link address. Then I have got that link here, and then press enter. So it will download the package from this internet repository and save it into my directory. Again, so based on the network bandwidth, it takes some time. Okay, I have downloaded this. So next thing I need to do is uncompress this and place it in our web server location. So tar zxvf, then cf5, then go to the location /var www html. Okay, so under this location I'm just I'm just uncompressing and saving it into this location. So if you go and get this master IP, and if you copy this and then choose it like that, so you can see the one which you have added. So this is nothing but the machine we created, so master machine, and under master, so we kept this under /var www.html, so that's why you would be able to view this. You can open a terminal and verify that, okay, so you are able to reach here. Okay, so that means your web server is working fine and you are good. Okay, so now that's it. So I have created this local repository. So now I can create yum repo file on each machine, and okay, so let me verify the steps which I needed to do now. Okay, so I have done this repo creation, then create yum repo file. Okay, so for that we need to go to etc yum.repos.d, then vi, so Cloudera Manager .repo, then the square bracket Cloudera-manager, so name equal to manager base URL. equal to http://. So better use the machine's host name. Okay, host name -f. So this fully qualified name. Then slash. Okay, so you need this part also, because till repo data. So wherever you want, you need that complete path till the repo data. Then gpg check. So let's disable that first. Okay, so do a yum clean all, yum make cache. So again, it takes some time make cache, and in case of any error in this file, it shows that. Also we need to make sure, so we are able to fetch the packages from this Cloudera Manager repo as well. Okay, so yum list okay, so we will just do a grep and check Cloudera. Yes, we are able to get the packages from this Cloudera Manager repo. So do the same thing across all the machines. Okay, so if you have 2 or 3 machines, do that. Then go to, I think it's disconnected. Let me connect it again. So /etc dot repos dot d vi Cloudera manager dot repo. Then paste it here. Line. Okay, so restart the session. Go to or else I can do it from here itself. vi /etc yum dot repos dot d. Okay, so yum will do a clean all the previous cache. Do it here also. Yum clean all. Yum make okay, so it will update the cache file. So now we have added this Cloudera Manager repo as a local repository and updated Cloudera Manager repo file across all the machines. So now we are ready to do the installation. So that I will be covering in next video. Thank you. Thanks for watching. So please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.